Moving on, it's time to talk about a young boy group. These young boy groups, fifth generation boy groups, are so talented. The amount of great groups that debuted in 2023 has me optimistic for the future of K pop. This was a recommendation from listener D. Thank you so much, D, for recommending these guys. I really appreciate you. It's an 8 member boy group. They debuted in January of 2023 under MNH Entertainment. They range in age from 16 to 22. So this is a young group. Jaehyun's the leader. He was on survival shows Boys 24 and Mix 9. He's a New Zealander, so he's great as an international leader. The EP is called Stunning. Ooh, I like that name. Good name. They gave us 5 songs, and the single is Ru-Pum Pum. First, I want to say congratulations. They just celebrated their 1 year anniversary. It's not easy to debut. Amazing. Let's talk about this single. I like the drawn out phrasing at the start of the pre chorus. There's some really nice, not vocal fry, but you know what I mean, type of stuff. I loved that. I think it's cool and it's kind of filled with attitude. Seungheon has this aggressive rap flow that goes really well with the track. And the more I listen to them and watch their stuff, that's his vibe. And it's amazing that he's the youngest. He's the baby of this group because he has a real confidence well beyond his years. That flow, that sound, it's a little reminiscent of Jew Honey, which is a massive compliment coming from me. So that was very cool. Some nice runs and ad libs from Myungho. Myungho is good. He can sing, and his stuff stood out to me. And what I really liked, he did some ad libs that were very controlled. Vocal control, not belting, not kind of the normal show off stuff that we're used to with runs and ad libs. There were really subtle moments that made me lean forward, that made me perk up and go, who is that? Yeah, I hear you. You're good. The song seems to be maybe a little more like hip hop heavy, a little more rap heavy, which I'm never mad at. The Ru-Pum Pum thing, we've heard that a lot in K-pop. It reminds me more recently of Rise, Talk Sexy. So I might have done something different lyrically. I think that might be a little played, but they do a good job performing it, and I think it's an okay song. I think there are better songs on the album. I'm excited to talk about the rest of this project, but Ru-Pum Pum was just okay for me with some nice elements kind of sprinkled in, some good moments. But the music video, let's talk about this music video. First of all, the fact that they're all blonde, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. Love it. I love it. Maybe you're a new K-pop fan and you're not that familiar, but for comebacks, the idols always have a different hairstyle. Every single group, every single time. It's a different hairstyle. It's a huge deal. They hide their hair so fans don't know. It's going to be different colors, different cuts, all of that stuff. But it's kind of rare that a group will have the same color, all members having the same color hair. Traditionally, you see a lot of dark hair. They all might have their natural hair, but I can't remember the last time it's been all blonde. I think maybe like second gen. So this was fun. This was fun. And I love a blonde idol. I love it. When it works, oh my God, it's my favorite hair. I love it. And not just because I'm blonde, uh, but I just think it's great. So I loved that. I thought that was very cool. And they all have like, what was really smart was they all have different tones and different haircuts and styles. So there's still some individuality, even with the blonde hair. And I liked that as well. I thought that was really smart. Kudos to the styling team. This was very memorable. This is a good looking group. I think they have a lot of really strong visual aspects in this group. Shout out to Myungho. He had a glow up with this blonde Nick Carter hair. Ooh, love it. I absolutely loved it. Really, really like it. He reminds me a little bit of Jay from Haemin, maybe like a similar facial structure, more so when he had dark hair that was kind of pushed back. But now it's this blonde Nick Carter, and I'm here for it. I like the choreography. That choreography, all the choreography is really good for this song. watched like the live performances, the weekly show performances, this group can dance. But the choreography in the bridge, they do this kind of slow clock opening with their arms. It is so cool. It's so cool. I absolutely loved that. And then the ending chorus choreography, they do this almost like hangman thing. Really cool. They're skipping backwards. I know my description probably doesn't do it justice, but it's really rhythmic. It feels different. It's fun to watch. A lot of energy. I like the boxing stuff in the choreography. In total, I thought like this is a great dance group and this choreography is great. They really brought it. The styling works. The styling works. Like thinking back, I just mentioned Nick Carter. They have this one look that's like sweaters and khakis. That is quintessential 90s boy band. Obviously Backstreet Boys, but I also was thinking about like Boys to Men. This felt very 90s boy band, and obviously I'm here for it. So I liked the styling. I thought the whole thing was great. I think the music video works very well. Yeah, I'm here for this one. But I want to talk about the other songs on the album because just like 10, I think for this release from 8 Turn, the title track wasn't as strong as some of the songs on the album. So my standout tracks were Nom, We Hear, and Glow. Nom has this like twangy country guitar. Almost sounds like a slide guitar at points. There's some like Western sass in this song, and I'm not mad at it. The chorus is by far my favorite part. I love it when they say, "Come and get it, outlaw." It's fun. I think the verses and the pre chorus lose kind of the country fun element of the song that for me makes it really memorable. But the chorus, yes, I'm here. I'm here for it. I wish the whole song just kind of stayed in that realm. It's great. It's great. And it's interesting to hear the country influence. I like country music. That surprises people because I'm such a like hip hop head, but I love country music. I think there's a lot of good country out there. And it's so fun to hear the influence in K-pop songs. Everyone loves country. Country is huge. And it's fun to hear, you know, songs like this. I was here for it. And I like the cowboy western thing. I'm an outlaw. That's a fun concept to play with. I'd love to see that as like a title track and do a whole western music video. Like think about what Psy and Suga did. That was fun. That was cool. I like that concept. Maybe it's time for more of that in K-pop. I feel like country concepts are going to be the thing maybe for 2024. I don't know if you all saw Beyonce. She just dropped 2 new songs and they are very heavily country. Beyonce, K-pop, country is taking over. But I like Nom. I think that's a good song and it's different. And yes. My next one is We Hear. This is a good mood song. You know how much I love those happy, good mood songs that really conjure up feelings of joy and positivity and hope. Funky guitar, nice groove. I like the melody in the verses. Beautiful vocal moments in the pre chorus. And then you have that celebratory chorus. I'm fond of choruses like that. And this song really felt complete and full and just happy. This is just one of those, happy songs that made me feel joyful. And I don't know, I just really liked this. I like this song so much. And then my last song is Glow. This one is another happy track, a little bit more subdued, a little bit more restrained, mid tempo, but there's some really nice layering happening, nice harmonies in this one. Another kind of full sound, just a great vibe. This is a really good song. So there's some good songs on this 8 turn release. I think the landscape's kind of hard for these young boy groups because there's so many and they're very good. And if you're a group like 8 turn who's not on one of the big 4 labels, it's even harder. That makes it that much harder. So this is a group I would recommend. Check them out. They have a different vibe, a different feel. This is why I love your recommendations. And this is why I love giving groups like this their flowers. Because there are a lot of groups who are so talented and worthy who don't get the attention they deserve. And I not only want to celebrate groups from SM, Hybe, JYP, YG, but I want to celebrate groups from smaller labels who are doing a lot with less resources and they don't maybe have the resources for giant PR campaigns. I got you. I got you. If you're from one of those labels, reach out. I got you. But more importantly, my listeners and my viewers reach out because you guys are on the tip of all of this. So I'm really grateful that D turned me on to 8 Turn. They're a good group. Check them out. There's some good stuff here. It's time for my rankings from 8 Turn's latest comeback. They gave us 5 songs. The EP is called Stunning. These are my rankings from least favorite to favorite. Number 5, The Game. Number 4, the title track, Ru-Pum Pum. Number 3, Glow. My number 2 song was Nom. Love that country influence. Keep it coming. But my number 1 song, and I think I'm going to say by far on this album, was We Here. I love the feel. I love the vibe. Congratulations, 8 Turn. This was a nice project. And major, major, major shout out for the blonde hair. I am so here for the blonde hair comeback. Yes, 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 yes. Like, all blonde. I love it. And I would love to see this with other groups with different colors. You could do all red, you could do all blue, purple. Think about, you guys, think about the possibilities. This could be so fun. If I was a stylist for a group, that's what I'd be doing right now. I'd be like, we're all going to be shades of orange. But the blonde really worked. I thought that was cool. Let's get to biases before I move on. It's probably obvious because I feel like I've talked about one member way more than the other ones. But this member stood out to me vocally and then also visually. So my bias in this group, it's Myungho. Great. And then my wrecker, I kind of went back and forth with wreckers, but there was one member that stood out because he reminded me of Subin, who was my wrecker from T by T, and that was Haemin. So he is my wrecker. But with these groups that I've reviewed for the first time, sometimes the bias and records change, just like all of you listening and watching. The more you absorb a group, the more you see them. All of a sudden, you're like, wait, his personality is kind of more up my alley. So these are subject to change, but Myungho can sing. He has a very strong presence. So I don't know. That might be my bias in 8 Turn moving forward. Do you stand 8 Turn? Have you ever heard of them? Is this like your introduction to them as well? Let me know. Let me know what you think of 8 Turn. I'm going to put some questions on the Patreon. Link is in the description. But yeah, I vibe with them. I vibe with them, and I will definitely be looking forward to their next release.